4, 5. Should be enough. I need to get my tablet out of the car. Welcome to AWD Smith Garage. 4th of November, 2016. VOD archive. Tonight, more valves. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit of lapping done. Let's see how far we get. Got a lot of work to do. Put these in a box over here. Go get my tablet, and then we'll start the show. Hey, it's how to survive. Interesting. But I have my own stuff to do, so can't watch that. Yep, advertisement for my own stream. Because why not? Okay. Well, maybe someone will join us here in a little while. In the meantime, I really wish I knew where the hell my, So let's try that again. Damn it. I'm gonna have to join things now. As I was saying, I have Bluetooth OBD2 adapters somewhere. Jesus. What's wrong with my voice? Somewhere. Damn it if I know where any of them are. I got chilly again. Camera battery, shoes. Vacuum gauge. Useful. Suspenders. Electrical stuff that needs sorting. Tape. Stuff's already in a box and needs sorting, so why not just... Hey, there's some, not the needle nose pliers I was looking for, but still do. Test light that I almost never use. Tape. Insulator. Old cell phone case. Seeing not in here. This is one of these side pockets. Is something. Tube cap. That is empty. This one is similarly not useful. Dang it. I've only got like 6 of the damn things. Because they were cheap. key to something. That's a box full of verboten, so I'm told. Miners, doodads, what's it? God damn it. Alright, well, I'll just have to wait till... Hey, I found more jam jars. How's about that? That's useful. Army knife, digital caliper. What's in there? Nope. Nope. More verboten. More verboten. So much verboten. What's this? Nope. Nope. Whole lot of nope. Fistful of nopes. Alright, well. Get a proper OBD reader. Till then, I'll just have to wait till I go back to work in the morning to find out. Freaking driving home from work, a code popped up on the new car. A pain in the ass. Oh well. I think it'd be the kind of thing that I keep in my toolbox. No. Didn't do that. That would have made sense. So obviously I can't do that. Oh, better put this verboten away before I show my verboten on the stream. Lineman pliers. It's always good to have. Oh shit, not hardware. Wandering around cleaning shit here, but that's probably not allowed either. Oh well. On with the show. Let's start with this head. Let's start with, I don't need this stuff at the moment. Cardboard. Barrel full of it. This is probably only going to be about an hour and a half from this point. Like I said, I gotta get up and work in the morning. Sucks, but I like money, so keep on keeping on. Ideal for seating valves, mating gears, lapping injectors. Okay. And honing knives. It contains 1 ounce each, coarse compound and fine compound for finishing. Mix compound with oil to obtain desired consistency. Is it? Shmoo. And shmoo. Don't know that I necessarily need the coarse stuff, but there again, we'll see how it goes. Where did I put my paper towels last time? They're on the way over there. Wouldn't be so bad if my hips weren't bothering me so much. Old people problems, says the 30-year-old. Should put my headset out. This is music. Alright, so actually attach that to and take the valve out. So this will be it's the exhaust side. This is the right hand side, so this will be cylinder 3. To where am I? Whoops. Face. A little bit of brake clean here. Clean some of this carbon off before I get started. Has not ended. But have an advertiser anyway, because why not? Decide to run for more than 5 minutes without the camera locking up for no reason. That's annoying. Put my hand in front of it. The auto focuses. a nice new not bent valve. A little different than the OE ones. Dished there, but everything else is pretty much the same. So that's good. Give this a shot with just the red stuff for starters. Mix a little oil in because that's what the instructions say. Perhaps we'll go a little farther that way. And in the interest of full disclosure, I have not. What the hell? Have not lapped valves before, although I understand the idea behind it. So I'm kind of making this up as I go along a little bit. Really shouldn't be that hard. This is why I really wish I had a streaming PC out here. So if the camera decided to give me shit, I could just frickin' now it's gonna make it refocus like mad. Ugh. If the camera were to give me shit, I just have to restart the camera. Wouldn't be a big deal unless the computer took a shit. That hardly ever happens. Very little pressure, because otherwise well, it's not really necessary, but otherwise the suction cup slips on the valve. Is the chat not working for me, or are y'all just being quiet? Because I guess it could be either one. Those are the friggin' camera restarting 3 times already. Fair enough. I mean, you know, you're allowed. I'm just had the friggin' camera lock up on me 3 times already since I started. Having to restart the stream. The other option, of course, being that my Twitch client over here was being stupid, which is also a possibility. Fair enough, Stoner. Let's, just for grins, I'm going to try some of this coarse stuff since they are new valves. Yeah, I need a little to rough them in a little bit first before I do the fine stuff. Am I in frame? I'm almost in frame. Can I turn the light back on? There we go. That actually helps me a little bit. Wow, this is pretty dang coarse. I don't think I'll have to run. I think I'll have to run on it too much with this stuff. Showy. Playground sand. Yeah, so I got off to a bit of a late start tonight. And, well, I didn't have to, but I chose to stay late. And, work on my car. Didn't end up leaving work until about 6:30. And stopped on the way home for dinner and fuel. And halfway home, the check engine light on the new car popped on, so that's nice. Take that into work again. Yeah, if I were gonna stay late, really I should do it on a Saturday when I'm there, and you know, it's any great deal of work, you know, run out and grab lunch and then come back and then do the work that I had to do. But I wanted to get it done today, since I finally got tags on my new car. I'd take it in and get it inspected and put tires on it and all that happy stuff. And of course, since I do have to get up bright and early tomorrow morning, I'm not going to go super late tonight. I'll probably try and, unless people get me jawing again, I'll probably try and cut it off pretty close to 10. Yeah, I hear you. That would have been probably like $15, $20 a tire to mount and balance if I had if I were paying a shop to do it, or if I were paying my shop to do it, it'd be 15 or 20 bucks a tire to mount and balance. And the tires on that, there's not a single, there were no matching tires on the car that I bought. One Michelin, one Goodyear, one Firestone, and one General, I think. None of them particularly worth keeping. So I didn't. I still had the tire, the first tires. First set of big tires that I put on my Impreza after I lifted it. Still had about 5/32 or so left on them, and I had them sitting over here in a pile taking up room, so I threw them in the back last night and took them in. So this is cylinder 3, rear side. A little noisy. So I say about the only bad thing that I can say. Ah, shit! You know what? I can't put these back together yet because I didn't get the parts I was expecting to get today. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, so much for that plan. Whoops. So I'm just gonna have to mark these somehow and stash them. Anyway. Good, Sharpie does show up. So 3, rear. But, yeah, first set of tires I put on after I lifted the car were Yokohama Geolander ATS. Sure, one of, there's really only like three models of tire that I've found that you can get in the size that I wanted for the Impreza being a 16-inch wheel, 215, 65, 16. There's really only 3 manufacturers that make a sort of off-road style tire and an all-terrain tire in that size, which are Yokohama, General, and BF Goodrich. Yokohama obviously makes a Geolander ATS. General makes the Grabber AT2, which I have on the car now and I'm pretty happy with. And BFG makes, I think, the all-terrain in that size. And the General Grabbers look like a direct knockoff of the so friggin' annoying. Some days I can go for hours and hours and hours. Then I can't go for friggin' 10 minutes. Apologize for all the interruptions. What? Tried restarting it, so we'll see what that does. Find somewhere to stick these valves. Call that one cylinder 3 front. Do what I was thinking about yesterday and punch some holes in this box. Of course I can't finish this job tonight because I don't have this valve seals. I should have I may end up flapping the intakes too, just while I'm in here. I should have thought of that before, and ordered 16 valve seals instead of just 8, but too late now. One more valve. 2 down, 6 to go, and then another 8 to go. Guess I might as well just keep going with one head at a time. I think in the interest of and a little more oil to this. In the interest of not having to keep switching back and forth between the 2 different grits as I'm bedding these in. I'm going to do these 2 at the same time. Or at least not at the same time, but I'm gonna drop them both in. A little bit more oil on that. Kind of makes me wonder. So I know there's actually special tools. At least there is a special tool for doing valve lapping that sort of you suction cup the valve. That's, you know, not the suction cup on a stick, but is actually a little geared thing. And you stick it to the valve and turn the crank, and it spins the valve back and forth. It does about a 180 each way. I wonder if the guys that do this professionally, more professionally than I'm doing it, still do it by hand like this, or if they use a little machine, you know, the little geared thing, or they have some other way of doing it. Fortunately, this coarse grit seems to work its way in pretty quickly. Yeah. Not knocked up yet. Look over at the stream and, oh, there's nothing in frame. Have I just leaned back and my hands are out of it, or did the stream lock up again? And I just leaned back. This is one of the things in automotive field that's becomes very repetitive. Almost zen-like, except that your hands hurt after you've done 16 of the damn things. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the machine shop guys that do this all the time are using something else. Good evening, Rotax, how are you? Wrong end. Everyone's having a nice, relaxed Friday evening. So you have the weekend ahead of you to stock up on anything you might need for the election day aftermath, but honestly, if you haven't stocked up by now, it's probably too late. Demon Machine, how are you doing, sir? Well, not too bad, all things considered. Hopefully not, hopefully doing a... Oh, damn it. Hopefully getting these valves done right. Find out. To stay late after work to work on my Outback. How does that not keep sticking? And driving the silly thing home, and the check engine light pops on. So, I get to look into that tomorrow. Yep. It's probably pretty good at this point. Yeah. Well, it's funny because in my area of Pennsylvania, we have emissions testing, and being as that I just gotten the thing registered, and of course the old inspection ran out in like August, so I took it in today to do the inspection emissions, and it's about 14-15 miles to work, and no issues driving to work other than that I apparently didn't didn't torque the lug nuts on the rear wheels when I put them back on. So that was interesting. I had to stop and retighten those on the way. Torque your lug nuts. Public service announcement. But, drove to work, no problems. Punched out a little early for lunch because there was nothing going on. And brought it in, ran the emission. The emissions test is OBD and gas cap test. So basically, you plug it into the OBD port, and you hook the gas cap tester up. And if the gas cap is still good, and the check engine light isn't on, it passes. And mine went right through. No problems. Freaking change tires on it after work, oil change, alignment. Yeah. Driving home, about halfway there, big light pops on. God damn it. Who knows what that'll be. Since I can't find any of my Bluetooth OBD readers, I'll find out tomorrow. That's number 1 rear. So do the intakes now. What time is it? 10 after 9. I think I'm gonna go straight on to the other head. Get those valves lapped in. See what kind of time I have left. I gotta work again tomorrow, so I gotta kick off of this pretty promptly at 10. Oh boy, that's grody. Clean that off first. So I don't wanna. Friggin' piece of garbage camera. If that comes back up automatically or not. I'm getting kind of wicked delay over here. Can we get back up? Should be streaming again. It's allegedly streaming again. There it is. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Just need a cheap streaming rig out here. It's the long and short of it. Man, that is caked on there. You can call it that. I didn't have to keep resetting the frickin' streaming rig every 20 minutes. Or less. Piece of junk. Whew. Ribbit! Freedom! Sorry if that was too loud. Yeah. Geez, look at that. Or don't if you're eating. How are you, sir? Enjoying all the beers, I hope? So I'm alternating between pretty standard brake clean, and I really ought to open a window for this instant gum cutter, which is mostly acetone, but good for eating carbon, all the bears, and just some like medium-ish Scotch-Brite kind of stuff, and a paper towel. Well, Coke is acidic, right? So it should. It'll do something anyway. A lot of your, I don't know what Coke is going to be specifically, but a lot of your rust converters are phosphoric acid, and they're actually, the acid is reacting with the iron oxide to make iron phosphate, which is much more resistant coating than just bare steel. any of these green pads that are actually new and clean. And the answer I'm coming up with is no, which is unfortunate. I think this is the same stuff, it's just got kinds of grass and shit in it. Oh, no, here's a... Yeah, it's not even knockoff Scotch-Brite, it's real Scotch-Brite. How about that? Go for it, Joel. Should work. I don't know why it keeps locking up like that. Yeah, well, I'd like to provide it a little bit more professionalism on the, presentation side here, not have it locking up and dying every 5 or 10 minutes or something. It's weird. It'll run fine, and then the camera will just freeze. All I see on my, I'm watching the stream on my tablet here, and I'll watch it later because I only have a tablet right now. So I don't think it's a network problem. I think it's just the shitty phone that I use for the stream being a problem. So I don't know. I'll watch it later when I'm at a real computer. Half an hour. Yeah, maybe once I get this thing done, I'll take some of that neighbor money and buy something that I can stream with out here. Like $600,000. Have to have a hell of a labor rate to make that back. I think most of your body shops are going to be in the business of, unless it's doing like specifically restoration and it's something that they have to save. Most of your body shops are going to be in the business of, oh, this is too badly rusted, cut it out, scab in. You either fabricate something and scab it in, or you you get a new piece and scab it in, and I've seen this before. You have like a rusted section of frame rail or something. You can actually go out and find, oh, this truck has a decent frame rail yet. We'll just cut out the section that we need and scab that in. Weld. I mean, I suspect most of your body shops aren't going to be making, having a whole lot more labor rate than any other, shop in the any other like automotive shop in the vicinity. But I mean, if it's something where you're actually trying to preserve rather than just cut out and replace, maybe. But you said it was $600,000? That's pretty steep. I suspect that you would have to have a ridiculous labor rate to make up that kind of an ROI. Look at something that costs, $80,000, like an alignment rack. Figure sell alignments for $80 an hour. $80 a pop, right? Your hourly labor rate, $80. Because why not? And not all of that's going right back into the machine. Do a lot of work to pay that thing off. $63 an hour for an oil change. I hope it's not taking them an hour to do an oil change. And that's just what it extrapolates out to. Oil changes most places are a loss leader. All the quick lube places, it's really hard to make any kind of a profit off of oil changes alone. And even the quick lube places, they have $20 oil changes just to get you in the door, and they try upsell you on filters and detailing and car washes and nonsense. Where I work, for an oil change that perfectly up front for you, we ain't making any money on. And figure, maybe you're paying the tech at least $15 or $20 before benefits. And so for just like a regular car, we're charging $32, $33 for an oil, for just a regular oil change, and that's includes the filter, includes 5 quarts oil, and then you're trying to get that knocked out as quick as you can so you can get the next one in, because like I said, you ain't making any money on it, so you might as well not lose money on it. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, we often do our pricing by manufacturer book time, and if it's something that if we can get paid for an hour and a half to do a job, and I can knock it out in 45 minutes, good for us, right? If you take it to the dealer, they're going to charge you book time. We like to think we're providing the same quality of service through the technicians. Granted, there's some stuff that's just ridiculous. Look up the the factory labor time sometime for like a mid-2000s Toyota Camry to do front control arm bushings. Because we looked that up once. Well, let's see what the see what the book time is on this one. We don't always charge book time either, but we use it as a guideline, right? So anyway, these Toyotas, the book time for front control arm bushings, no lie, is like 12 hours, right? And I was like, there's got to be something wrong with that. How is this, I've done these control arm, it wasn't like it was the first time that I'd done one of them. I've done these control arm bushing jobs before. It doesn't take 12 hours. It at the most, it takes like an hour aside. Right? So you quoted it like an hour and a half or something, just to, a little bit of cover your ass in case something goes wrong. Where on earth is Toyota getting 12 hours to do control arm bushings on this thing? And so went up and looked up, went onto Pro Demand, I think, and looked up what the actual Toyota factory procedure was to change these control arm bushings. And this is no shit. Step 1, remove engine and transmission. Right? So figure that one out. This is a suction cup on a stick. Pretty simple. Pretty basic. No, not a typo at all. It was dead serious that the and it even, like I said, I looked up the procedure, and it said right there, step 1, remove engine and transmission. So there's most of your 12 hours right there. It was bizarre. Why do you have to remove the engine and trans to change a freaking control arm bushing? And the issue is that the motor mount on one side is in the way of some of the control arm bolts. So, they don't say unbolt the control arm and jack the motor up and pop the motor mount out so that you can get to these bolts, because that would make sense. No, they say take the engine and transmission out of the car entirely, and then you can unbolt the control arm. Like, wow, that's something special. Yeah, basically what Rotec said. This is since we have new valves, and I'm probably going to end up when I'm working on this tomorrow. I'm probably going to lap in the intake valves real quick just for good measure. But due to machining tolerances and this, that, and the other thing, the valve and the valve seat there don't always, especially when you have new valves, in this case, they don't always have a perfect fit to what you're installing them in. In fact, they probably almost never have a perfect fit, which is why you lap them. So this is what I'm putting on here is an abrasive compound, and as you rotate the valve against the valve seat with the lapping compound on there, it grinds away at the valve and the valve seat and sort of forms them together to make a more perfect union and a complete seal, so that you don't have leakage past the valves when they're supposed to be closed, because that's bad. I will take your word for it that there's a turbo under there somewhere, because I can't see it. Get in the hole. Thank you. You can keep your forklifts, mate. Oops. Turn the light on without this spazzing out. There's all our old valves. May turn some of them into like a key rack or something. That's why we're that's why we're doing this nonsense. Stupid magnet. Yeah, I don't think a single one of them are straight anymore, unfortunately. Fortunately for me, in that I get all this lovely, lovely content to show you fine folks. Not so great for the valves, not so great for the owner. Such as it is. Goodness gracious, that was a noise. Hopefully that won't make my stream fail. Something email. Hey. Lucky fortunes. Now following. Vielen Dank. Yep. As I understand it, that's kind of the idea. Or at least that's what the guy was doing on the video I watched last night. I figure out, how do I lap valves actually? And sort of light pressure. The noise goes away, and you lift it up and turn it, and then the suction cup pops off. Gotta be a better way to... Grindy, 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 grindy. Now we'll get quiet, pick it up, move it. Lapping valves feels very zen, except that my hands are starting to hurt. Not sure if that's part of it or not. Clear your mind. Sorry to hear that, Rotac. Stay put. Damn you. Oh. It didn't get quite so far in that it hydrolocked or anything. Or was it not running when it hit the pond? I wonder if there's not somebody that makes like a magnetic. Oh, that's good. What about the intake though? Wish this damn thing would stay stuck. You figure out how it came to run away? Looks pretty good to my eye. Good enough for government work anyway. Where'd I put my Sharpie? So that'll be cylinder 4, rear. E4 front. To rear. Electric over hydraulic. Electric over hydraulic e-brake. That's interesting. I know I'm starting to see. Wow. I don't think I've seen electric over hydraulic anything yet. I know I've seen electrical winders on parking brakes, but not an electric booster over hydraulic emergency brake. That's interesting. To front. Man. Electric over hydraulic brakes. What will I think of next? I'm just happy that I'm seeing more and more electric power steering. Interesting. Going to turn into a pumpkin at 10 o'clock per se, but I do still have to get to bed and get up far too early in the morning. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleanup on this guy here yet. Filthy. Yep, 7 to noon. Before I do a little bit more on that, I'm going to eat this Reese's cup that fell out of my pocket this morning that I found outside the garage. Yeah, it sucks, but it's money, so. It really isn't. It means I'll end up with a couple hours overtime, which is nice. Oh, excuse me. Beg your pardon. Of course, the shop is owned by two brothers, and one of the owner's daughters is getting married tomorrow, so neither of them are going to be there. One of the other techs is out hunting. Another couple of the techs are going to just about the last car show of the season. So it's one tech and one service advisor. What's DTE 25? Who's hot? His daughter? I have no idea. But it's me and one service advisor, and we both have full schedules, so each got like 3 or 4 waiting appointments in a row. From 7 to noon. Oh my goodness. Sure, why not? Hell, the boss works on cars. Is that not focused, or am I, got my quality turned down or something? Yeah, I mean, I guess we're kind of a, we're kind of a medium-sized independent shop. So we have like 2 service advisors and the boss who does mostly tire sales as opposed to mechanical repair estimation. Oh, that stuff's strong. And like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 techs, and then everybody pitches in for tires. Only 48 to 50 hours. Yeah, okay. Sort of. So, and this is not even taking into account we have a quick lube down the road. We're sort of, the main shop is sort of off on a side road, and on the local main road we have a little quick lube, but they do their own thing by and large. So the way that our shop is set up, we have 3 bays at the top end. Is that going to be in? Yeah, it'll be in frame. So you have 3 bays at the top end, which is an emissions bay, which is a dedicated emissions testing bay still, because we still have a 2-wheel chassis dying for the next few years yet. Then a tire bay. We just use floor jacks for that. And the 3rd bay is an alignment pit, which is where I spend most of my time. Then there's a lobby, office, and tire warehouse, and also has a break room in the back. And then there's 4 more bays on the other side of the office, which is an oil change pit and 3 lift bays. And so each of the 3 lift bays has, a tech, essentially, and they do, most of your general mechanical stuff. The 3 guys in the lift bays don't tend to do a whole lot of tire work. They do, like I said, they do, oil changes, brakes, whatever other mechanical stuff needs done. And then the oil change bay can be used for a lot of that stuff too. Use that a lot for big trucks that we can't fit on any of the lifts, and for quick oil changes, because you don't have to set it up and pick it up, you just drive in and run underneath. And then the alignment bay, where I am doing alignments, obviously, I can do pretty much anything there except for like coolant work mostly, and oil changes because there's no oil pots in the upper end. But I do suspension work, I do brakes, I do inspections, I do all that stuff. And then the boss and the two service advisors and like one or two of the other techs share in all the tire work. Did that freeze up again? Or am I? No. Okay, good. I had me worried for a second there because all I can see is that, and I'm like, shit, did the camera freeze again? No, it's fine. It's okay. I'm usually getting, if I don't work on a Saturday, I'm usually about 38 hours. If I do work on a Saturday, I'm usually 42 to 43 hours. Because I don't like to get up early, and I like to take long lunch breaks. Thing isn't on a cart. Roll around. Recently, I've been popping into Demon's stream, my lunch break. This one cylinder is really carboned up. Yeah, good on you, man. My friend who had come in to help me with the Jeep a couple of times just got a proper tax-paying job and all that, and he works from either starts at 5:30 or 6:30 and works until 3:30. Like, wow, okay, good for you. I'll just go in at 8 and leave when I'm done. Usually 5-ish. I could actually repoint the camera, couldn't I? Yeah, I work, I usually have one Saturday a month that I don't work. Which I could negotiate that for, every other, but I could also use the money, so I work. And then, of course, you have things like this past September, where I was worked one weekend out of the month. So it kind of evens out. Yeah, I hear ya. Every now and again we'll have an office discussion, sort of informal, as to, do we really need to be open on Saturdays? Because sometimes it seems like it's just, a bunch of guys standing around all morning. And then you have weekends like, Saturdays like tomorrow, where the schedule is, like I said, me and my service advisor. And my schedule is waiting, and his schedule is waiting. Whether that actually means that it's a profitable Saturday or not, I have no idea.